This may be my first time in Kenya, but I already feel very much at home. This is, of course, due to your warm welcome and your generous hospitality, Mr. President. And it's also because while our countries are thousands of miles from each other, we are connected in so many ways. Of course, we're bound together by our shared history, a history that is often complex. But in 2018, what matters in our partnership is not the past, but the present, and most important of all, the future. And as we gather here today to celebrate that partnership, the brave men and women of our militaries are training together here in Kenya, as I saw for myself earlier today. And in Somalia, they are serving side by side, taking the fight to Al-Shabaab and forging a better future for the Somali people and for all of East Africa. Our law enforcement agencies are working in partnership to catch criminals and abusers in the UK and in Kenya, protecting our people from harm. Our innovators and entrepreneurs are working together to develop the ideas that will shape the future of Kenya, of the UK, of Africa and the world, leapfrogging a generation of past technologies. Our businesses and investors are creating the jobs that the next generation of Kenyans will need, bringing prosperity to both our nations. Our scientists and researchers are working on cures to dangerous diseases and on producing the crops of the future. Our development workers and experts are striving together to make sure no one is left behind, to build prosperity for the future, and to build the systems here in Kenya that mean in time you will no longer need or want international aid. We live in a fast-changing world, filled with new challenges and new opportunities. My own country is forging a new, more globally connected future as we leave the European Union. And in doing so, we naturally look to global hubs like Kenya. The international system on which our mutual security and prosperity rely is being challenged and needs strengthening. And our young people, whether in Kenya or the UK, demand opportunity, jobs, and a better future, things that it is our task as governments to help them achieve. So while our two nations have already achieved much together as friends, partners, and equals, now is the moment to strengthen our relationship still further. Let us leave the next generation a partnership even more vital than the one we enjoy today, and a world in which all our people enjoy the fruits of peace and prosperity. That is the task to which I have dedicated myself today, Mr. President, and I look forward to pursuing it with you in the months and years. Mr. President, this relationship is special. The UK is the largest investor in this country, and our companies are among its biggest employers, providing some of Kenya's highest quality jobs. Every year, more than 100,000 British people visit Kenya. I know you want to add myself and my husband to that number, Mr. President. Tens of thousands call Kenya home, and many Kenyans have built a home in the UK. Our young people are coming together in large numbers through education, through shared languages and interests. Kenyans, as I've been discussing with the President over dinner, follow British football teams with at least as much interest and enthusiasm as British sports fans follow the exploits of Kenya's amazing athletes. Athletes who have won 8 of the last 10 men's London marathons. And 7 of the last 10 women's races. But I couldn't mention the London Marathon without congratulating Mrs. Kenyatta for completing the race in 2014. That was a great achievement, Madam First Lady.